Yo, what's good, everybody? So, as you guys know, there's a big hoax in the media right now about the whole Travis Scott situation. So, before I break that down, I just want to expose Travis Scott because he has another character. But before I get into that, I just want to talk about ASAP Rocky because some people think ASAP Rocky is Travis Scott, and that's not true. There was a lot of memes about it, and I feel like that was put out there for damage control. And as you guys can see by this picture, they do not look alike. Their facial structure is completely different and the eyes are different. Everything is different about them. The only similarity between them is the fact that they both have braids. So I feel like that's why people thought they were the same person. But it's obvious that they're not the same person. They look nothing alike. So I just wanted to point that out because Travis Scott's other character is actually Patrick Beverley, and he plays for the Clippers right now. And also, by the way, I will be dropping a video on ASAP Rocky because the creature that's playing his role is playing 3 other characters too. But I'll make another video about that. For now, I just want to focus on Patrick Beverley and Travis Scott. They both do this thing where they flex and they open their mouth wide like that. And I guess they're screaming or something, and I'll explain the symbolism behind that towards the end of the video. Because like I always say, these people are not humans. They're mixed with animals and a bunch of other species. But I'll get into that later on in the video. So as you guys can see, they both scream like this and they open their mouth wide. So they have the same characteristics and the same mannerisms. And then the fact that there's a whole Reddit about this. So this is an old picture of Fredo Santana and Travis Scott. And somebody said Patrick Beverley looking ass. And he made a whole Reddit about this. And he does look a lot like Patrick Beverley right here. And this is Patrick Beverley and Travis Scott. You can see the resemblance a lot more when you look at old pictures of Travis Scott. And then this is a tweet from a verified person on Twitter. And they said Patrick Beverley is the NBA personification of Travis Scott. This is the most accurate comparison I've ever made. And then this person said Patrick Beverley looks like a young Travis Scott. And right here they look identical. And there was another tweet, but I forgot to put it in here, where they said that Patrick Beverley looks like a homeless version of Travis Scott. And I thought that was funny because I guess they're saying that because of his beard. So he has a beard to kind of throw you off because Travis Scott doesn't have a beard. And then here we go with Patrick Beverley doing a lot of symbolism. And here's a young picture of Travis Scott and Drake. And here's some more symbolism. So yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time on this Patrick Beverley situation because it goes way deeper than characters, you know what I mean? Because behind these characters, it's creatures that are playing these roles. Like I always say, these people are not real people and they're immortal. But anyways, another connection with this is that Travis Scott is 6 feet and Patrick Beverley is 6'1". But the heights don't really matter because, like I said, they're creatures and they can really morph into any height that they want. And then here's a bit of gematria. I don't want to go too deep into the gematria because this is not a gematria channel. Me and Divine Sade are thinking of making a 3rd channel where we both talk about gematria with certain cases and break it down. But for now, I just want to show a little bit of gematria similarities that I found with this. So Beverley is Patrick's last name and Travis Scott have the same exact numbers. They both equal 40 in the full reduction. And the numerology of all these other ciphers is the same. And then Patrick is a very Masonic name. It equals 33, just like Masonry in the same cipher, along with the same numerology in all the other ciphers. And with Patrick, you got to think of St. Patrick's Day, stuff like that, because all of that is from Scotland, which is where Masonry comes from. It's called Scottish Rite Freemasonry. And then also Patrick Beverley equals 233 in the reverse ordinal cipher. And there's a lot of 33s with Patrick and Travis Scott. So Patrick is 33 years old right now. And then coincidentally, his salary is $13.33 million. And like I said, coincidentally, he's 33 years old right now. And Travis Scott is 30. So they're only 3 years apart. And his birthday is on April 30th, and he's 30, so that's kind of weird. And this church was founded on April 30th, 1966. And Travis Scott's birthday is April 30th. So that's another weird coincidence. These could just be coincidences, but I don't consider anything a coincidence. And I can't say the name of this church, but you guys can clearly see it right there. And then another big connection with this is that Patrick Beverley signed a multi-year deal with the Rockets in January 7, 2013. And as you guys know, the Rockets are from Houston, Texas, right? But Travis Scott is from Houston, Texas. So isn't it ironic that he played for the Houston Rockets and Travis Scott is from Houston, Texas? And then Travis Scott is a lifelong Houston Rockets fan. And he was a ball boy for the team when he was in high school in 2008 and 2009. So this is a big connection because 4 years after this, Patrick Beverley started playing for the Houston Rockets. But anyways, here's a video of Travis Scott talking about how he was a ball boy for the team.
You were a ball boy?
Yeah, I was a ball boy for the Rockets when I was in high school. Yeah.
Actually, we have that in common. I was a ball boy one game anyway for the Lakers.
Oh, that's dope.
Back in when they played at Inglewood at the Forum.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah. That's dope. Yeah, I was a ball boy. My homie got me that job over there. So
Wow.
it was one of the.
Did you get autographs?
Yeah, but not until like later, not like during the game.
Oh yeah. You waited until after.
Yeah, after like it was kind of
Who
like.
was on the team? What year was it? Who was the squad?
I think Kyle Lowry was on that team. I think
okay.
T-Mac was just about to leave.
Okay.
Yeah, this one I think.
Was Yao wasn't there?
Yeah, I was there, but I think these are like all the times when they're about to leave. Who else was on that team?
They gave us a run. The Lakers.
Rayful Austin was on that team.
Rayful Austin.
Yeah, Rayful Austin was on that team. Yeah, it was I think it was Chuck Hayes. Was that?
Chuck Hayes, like big stocky.
Yeah, I think he was on that team.
Okay.
I think he was on that team.
Chuck Hayes, yeah.
And another connection with Travis Scott and basketball is that he's literally selling some Astroworld basketballs that you guys can go buy. And there's some weird symbolism on this one. But yeah, that's another topic for another day. So anyways, now the topic that I really wanted to cover about this is Travis Scott dropped 2 new songs, and this is the cover for those songs. Clearly some weird shit going on right here. Like I always say, these people are not humans. I need you guys to understand that because that explains why they don't age. That explains why they're able to change their form into any character that they want. That explains why they don't look like real people. And the crazy thing about this is all of them tell us what creatures they are. Travis Scott posted this himself. This is the cover for his new song. And he literally looks like this, but I'll get into that in a bit. But if you guys really study mythology and folklore and all this stuff, all of that shit is real. Like, all of those creatures are real. And this is one thing that people need to realize because us as humans, we think we're the only species here. But there's so many other different types of species. And I will start breaking it down in more videos. But just make sure you do your own research. And because this stuff goes deeper than makeup and prosthetics. These characters are different species. And they're doing all of this to harvest our energy. That was the point of this whole Travis Scott ASTroworld situation. You know how much energy he harvested from this whole situation? So this creature plays the role of Travis Scott and Patrick Beverley. Both of them don't exist. They're both being played by this weird creature. And then look at what he said in this caption. He said, "Can't wait to see you at the fest." And notice that he put fest instead of festival. He didn't do that by coincidence. He did that on purpose because, like I said, this is a big energy harvest event for them. And keep in mind, this event was 6 days after Halloween. And if you think about it, the word fest is like feast. He's feasting on all this energy. And ironically, this song is called Escape Plan. And a lot of people were trying to escape from the concert because a lot of people were passing out. But I'll explain that in a bit. First, I just want to show you guys this creature because this is exactly what Travis Scott is. And he posted this himself right before the show too. And right here he said, cover of your local paper. And then right here he posted something else that is very symbolic. And he also showed this newspaper on purpose because it's somebody getting a jab. And then he posted this, which is some more symbolism, clearly. And this was the last post he posted right before the show. So anybody that knows about symbolism can clearly see that something weird is going on here. The problem is that the average person doesn't know about symbolism. Because I'm pretty sure all of you guys can see that there's a lot of symbolism right here. But anyways, back to this cover. So As you guys can see, it says, "Who knows what lies beneath the surface? Weekly world truths. The true dystopia is here. When the end arrives, it's really the beginning." So a lot of symbolic stuff right there. And this is actually inspired by this newspaper of a bat child found in a cave. And then it says, "Boy captured by explorers 2 miles underground. His giant eyes see in the dark and his ears are better than radar." So this is what I mean when I say they're not creatures. I need to keep repeating that because you guys need to realize that they tell us exactly what they are. The truth is always in plain sight. These are the exact same covers. And that explains why Travis Scott always does this with his mouth. Because that's the creature he is. So I wasn't playing when I said I was going to start exposing them for the creatures that they are. Because this is clearly the creature playing the role of Travis Scott and Patrick Beverley, because he does the same thing. And then there's this viral video of Travis Scott doing this, and we clearly know why. And by the way, he always has fire in his concerts. And then he has this other album cover where he's pretty much dressed up like a bat. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a bat, but it really looks like a bat. But either way, it's very demonic. And now let's get into a little bit of information about this Bat Boy. So Bat Boy is a fictional creature who made numerous appearances in the American supermarket tabloid Weekly World News. And notice that they call it a fictional creature. Everything that's fictional is actually real. It's like when you watch The Matrix and then you look at the description and it says that it's sci-fi. They label everything that's real fictional. That way you don't believe it to be true. And then it says the Weekly World News published patently fabricated stories which were purported to be factual. Within the pages of the paper, Bat Boy is described as a creature who is half human and half bat. His pursuers, according to Weekly World News, are scientists and United States government officials. He is frequently captured, then later makes a daring escape. So that explains why Travis Scott's song is called Escape Plan. And then it says the original scientist who found him was named Dr. Ron Dillon. Another WWE character, Matthew Damon, SOS, seeker of obscure supernaturals, crossed paths with him in several stories. And you guys can go look this up. There's a lot of information about it. I recommend you guys go do your own research on all this supernatural, fictional folklore and mythology. They call it fictional, but like I said, it's real. You guys will be surprised how many different species there is. But this particular species is half bat, half human. So that explains Travis Scott. He's half bat, half human, just like this. And that's why he looks exactly like this, actually. And then, coincidentally, the Bat Boy is 38 right now. Which, as we know, death equals 38 in Gematria. But anyways, here's some more information about Bat Boy if you guys are interested. I just recommend you guys go do your own research on it. And now back to Travis Scott. So clearly he's a Bat Boy, just like that article that I showed you. That's why he does all this demonic symbolism. He's clearly doing one-eye symbolism in both of these pictures. And he has a weird music video where he's like flying around in the roof. It's almost like something that bats do, actually. And then he has this weird picture right here. So he's probably symbolizing that he's a bat or that he's going to fake his death. I don't know. And then, as you guys know, that supposedly people died at his concert recently. And here's a screenshot from the people that were there, and they took a picture of the stage before Travis came out to perform. And notice that it says, "See you on the other side." So very symbolic right there. So yeah, last thing I want to talk about is these concerts, right? Because all of these concerts are events for these creatures to harvest your energy. Think about it. All these people get drunk and they do drugs and they go to these shows and they give them all their energy. All these millions of people go to see one person on a stage, and that person harvests all that energy. Even Kanye has said before that he felt like a god on stage when him and Jay-Z performed their song, because they get so much energy from everybody. So it's all a big energy harvest ritual, and they're stealing all of your energy, so I don't recommend going to these shows. And now they're saying that 17 people supposedly died in this concert. And I'm not sure if that's real or not. I assume it's fake because all these numbers that they're using are very scripted. And then all of the symbology behind Travis Scott's rollout right before this event You know, why would he post this as the cover for his new song right before this weird event? It's all scripted, and he also said in one of his songs that it's not a real mosh pit if there's no injuries. So I'm gonna play that for you guys right now.
And it ain't a mosh pit if ain't no injuries.
So he said, and it ain't a mosh pit if ain't no injuries. So he has a lot of weird lyrics like this. He likes when people get hurt at his shows. And one thing I want to point out is that there's a lot of smoke that they pump into the air during these shows. And there's something very suspicious about that, because who knows what's in that smoke? You know, for all we know, that smoke could have chemicals that makes people fall asleep or makes people pass out. I don't know, but one thing that I remember is that Joker would spray this purple gas and people would fall asleep. So I feel like that's something that they're doing in these concerts. You know, it's just a theory that I have. And another thing is that if you guys ever flew on a plane before, they always have the AC on. And my theory is that they're probably pumping some chemicals through that air too. Because why does everybody fall asleep on a plane? But that's another topic for another video. Now I just want to show you guys a lot of crisis actors that were in this show, and a lot of them are actors. You know, you can tell by the way they're acting that they're clearly paid to do this.
That's okay, we see you real quick. Chase me, let's do it. Lost on Irish driven in boat cars. Just bring your girl, feel like she both bars. Some black nigga run to the ocean. So far we here, trapped on the ocean. I'm just one day away from going heavy. I'm just one angel away from coming out the devil. Just one my Chase me, let's do it. Lost on Irish driven in broke cars. Just bring your girl, feel like she both bars. Some black nigga run to the ocean. So far we here, trapped on the ocean. About to go up a level of disrespect. I'm just one day away from going heavy. Just one angel away from coming out the devil. Just one mountain away from being on myself.
Y'all were in there, bro, so shut the fuck up. Exactly right. Y'all weren't in there. People are fucking dying. I want to save somebody's life. That's somebody's kid.
Two hands to the sky.
I want to save them.
Two hands to the sky. Two hands up, y'all. Two hands up. Y'all know what y'all came to do. Chase me, let's go.
You gotta hope people in the pit will take care of them.
I wanna make this motherfucking.
Stop the show! 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 Stop the show!
So now I'm going to show you guys another video of another crisis actor explaining what happened at the show. And keep in mind, this is a crisis actor. You can tell by certain phrases that he says. He says that Travis Scott sacrificed fans at this show, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. And any YouTuber that is talking about Travis Scott sacrificing these people is a part of the agenda, and they're doing damage control. So like I said in my other videos, be careful what channels you're watching, because they're planting all these channels to do damage control. So yeah, anybody talking about sacrifices or blood rituals and stuff like that, all of them are doing damage control, because this is not a real situation. And even if it was, it's not a sacrifice. It's just a big energy harvesting event for all of these creatures. But yeah, I still want to show this video of this guy explaining what happened, because he gives you good details of all the symbolism behind Travis Scott's show.
Something in my mind told me don't get in the crowd due to the fact of what happened to me earlier that day, you know what I'm saying, with the whole Master P, you know, audience and whatnot. So look, Travis Scott about to perform. It's probably like 100,000 plus people, you know, everywhere, you know what I'm saying, just standing around in the barricades, you know what I'm saying. So it wasn't as bad, but something told me don't stand in the barricade. I sat on the side, you see what I'm saying. I went all the way to like the end of the line, and I was like right there on the barricade, but I sat like, you know, like took a seat on it so I wouldn't be in the crowd like that. But I kid y'all not, bro. As soon as Travis Scott started, like as soon as he started, like all the flame, the fire, and like the phoenix and all, and then he popped out, started going crazy, and like I'm telling you, as soon as he started going crazy, like the whole crowd started raging. Everybody just screaming, help, help, help. Mind you, I'm sitting on top of the fence, so I'm looking down on everybody, and I'm seeing all happening. You know what I'm saying? Just reaching and they crying. I'm trying to pull people out. So look, in the middle, it's a VIP section, like different celebrities and people who pay like thousands of dollars to sit in the VIP section. Mind you, I'm pulling people out and I'm trying to pull them into that VIP section. That's where like people was pulling people in so they can breathe. So the people in the damn VIP section, they getting mad, talking about why you pulling people over here in our section. I'm like, man, bro, these people about to lose their lives. You know what I'm saying? So I pulled out this one boy. This boy, he probably like 14 years old. This is a little bitty teenager, bro. This one lady, I kid you not, in the VIP section, literally put her hands on this boy and associated this boy and started hitting him like, didn't I tell y'all don't jump the fuck? So I end up screaming, I'm like, who the is you to tell somebody what they can do? Like, this ain't your mother. Don't nobody give a fuck about what ticket you paid for. Like, these people need some help. So I'm helping people, I'm pulling people out. And like, it just felt like we was like literally like in hell, bro. Like, it felt like we was in a concert in hell. You couldn't breathe, you couldn't see. Like, just imagine all the people they gonna find tonight who was in that crowd, who nobody could see, who nobody could hear, who passed out, and everybody was just trampling on top of them the whole concert. Like, I'm thinking it's probably gonna be like at least 100 people who dead tonight. Like, I kid you not. Like, in the VIP section, it was so many bodies laid out. People was getting pulled out who was fainted. And the medics were trying to give them CPR, and they was flipping them over, and like they was literally turning them black and blue. Like, I never seen death in my bro. Just by me alone, it was probably like 10 people laid out dead. And like once the medics tried to help them, they wasn't responding. They moved to the next person. It was nothing they could have do. Like this really fucked me up and like really spooked me tonight. Like, that was like some demonic shit. Like, and what was so crazy, like people were screaming help, trying to tell Travis Scott. They was like help. The whole crowd was just going like help, help, help. And he just kept going, bro. It was like scary, bro. It was so demonic, bro. And mind you, y'all see the type of music I make. Y'all see everything, like, you know, like I've been so heavily influenced by Travis, but like after tonight, bro, like God really showed me, like, you know, like stay away from it, bro. Like, not for you, because like he sacrificed so many people's lives tonight, like for real. Like, so many people's lives are gone tonight because they want to go to fucking Travis Scott concert and have fun. You know, he influenced people to be raging and all. So many people broke in and it was just chaos, bro. It was a living hell, bro. Imagine seeing all those dead bodies, and that was just by me. And it got so bad, I was sitting on top of the gate. I was pulling so many people in, people was just screaming, crying, trying to ask for my help. I got so overwhelmed, I jumped down and I ran out and I left, bro. Like, it happened tonight, and a lot of people, they, you know, but like, watch tomorrow, y'all gonna see it was no fucking joke. Like, this shit happened. So many people got injured, so many people died. That was so wicked. Like, it was so wicked, bro. Like, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, put nothing on Travis Scott and call him Illuminati, call him no devil worship, but that was, bro. We really went to a concert in hell, bro. You couldn't breathe. I'm talking about everybody was so crushed up on you. It was like literally no room for you to lift your chest up and breathe. Like, you couldn't move. You couldn't do.
So as you guys can see by this video, you know, the fact that these people are giving CPR to this person and Travis Scott is still performing goes to show that all of this was planned. And if you notice towards the end of the video, he's harvesting all that energy. You can see by the way he's moving his hands. And that's why he's all the way at the top.
What the fuck is that?
And then Travis Scott tried to act like he tried stopping the show once he realized something was going on. You know, they could have easily planted all these crisis actors to just fall asleep. But the reason why I believe it's a hoax is because all of the people that are testifying about what happened seem involved with the script just by the way that they're talking and certain words that they choose to use. It's almost like the whole situation with the riots that happened. You know, they had some actors that were in there rioting, which then led to other people rioting. So I feel like it's a situation like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to drop a like, share, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Now I'm going to just show you guys a video of Travis Scott's apology, because he's clearly not sincere about his apology. And he looks exactly like that bat boy that I was showing you guys in this video. So I'm sure that now you guys know about it and you can't unsee it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'm out.
You know, I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, you know, anything that's going on, I stop the show and, you know, help them get the help they need, you know. I could just never imagine the severity of the situation. We've been working closely with everyone to just try to get to the bottom of this. The City of Houston, HPD, Fire Department, you know, everyone to, you know, help us figure this out. So if you have any information, you know, please just contact your local authorities. Everybody continue to just keep your prayers. I mean, I'm honestly just devastated, and I could never imagine anything like this just happening. And I'm gonna do everything I can to keep you guys updated and just keep you guys informed on what's going on. Love you all.
He looks so much like that creature that I showed you guys in this video. And he also looks like Patrick Beverley so much right here. But last thing I want to point out is that notice that he said we're going to keep everybody in our prayers. And Kylie Jenner was saying the same thing. And I will be exposing her very soon, probably my next video. But yeah, the reason they use the word pray is because pray is the same as the other prey, which is P-R-E-Y. And, you know, everybody that was a victim in this situation was prey to these creatures. But yeah, that's just another perspective. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. And here's some videos of Travis Scott playing basketball.
Green inside the middle. Hello! You can score on Travis, but not on 21 Savage? Uh-oh, Travis. This is the longest battle I've ever seen. Oh, he's crossing everybody over in his head.
Roger, we're good.
Hey, Raj, come on.
Do we need to mic Travis?